Carl and Brian and Carl leading the path for everyone to do in Bliss. And this is just a beginning. It's not even a week old yet. I see a lot of momentum. I know that this team going to be one of the greatest team of all time. So I can't wait to make sure everyone accomplishes a lot of success and a lot of wealth and a lot of teammate and a lot of cities and a lot of country in 90 days. How's that sound?
Yes.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Yes, for sure. No doubt about it. And I just want to let you know that your health business network marketing is very, very simple, very, very easy. I'm going to go over some of the presentation tips with everyone today. It's not that something you never learned before. I'm sure you already learned from Brian, from Carl, and many leaders. But I'm just going to overview with everyone. The key thing is, our business is called network marketing. I mean, more meeting mean more money. Okay, my first week in the business, I already did my own presentation. Makes sense. And the key thing is, guys, really come down to is this is our business. This is your business. What are you gonna do to really generate, team, to generate profit, to generate wealth? I mean, we gotta do something about it, right?
Yes.
Makes sense. So then again, I mean, earlier when Bryce shared the story that I was in Texas, and I was in Texas, and I was when I showed up to Texas, I didn't have any team. I know that there's momentum in Texas, so when I came out to Texas, my whole job is prospecting and recruiting. Okay, and I want to let you guys know that that's normal, and that's normal, and that is the beautiful things about this business, that you're gonna make friends that you never have before. Every friend used to be a stranger. So remember, most of us on this call, we don't know each other before your health, right?
Yep.
Makes sense. And I think the only four people that know each other, Lily know Eddie, Eddie know Lily, and Carl know C. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
They are sister, and all of us are stranger become friends, become business partner, become a lifetime accomplishment for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna get going now to show you guys the business presentation. And remember, presentations is really easy, really, really simple. The more people you talk to, the more money you make, the faster you build. So don't think that you gotta be like extraordinary. You gotta be a well speaker. You gotta have the high vocabulary. Nothing at all. I think come down to is anyone who with the most passions, and makes sense. Anyone with the most passion, most driven, and most dedicated win. Makes sense. And of course, when we watch like American Idol, X Factor, or any TV show, we cheer on the underdog, the people who just like sing their heart out. That's what we want. That's the whole world want to see. So you guys know that everybody. I mean, you talk about 95% of U.S. population. They live life unfulfilled. Makes sense. I mean, they live life unaccomplished. So when you share your dream, your vision to the rest of the world, they're gonna be with you. They cheer you up, and they're gonna sign up with you because you bring them hope. You bring them some sort of security. You bring them some sort of second chance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have that kind of perspective, we look at it. It should be simple. Should be easy. So it's not something that should be hard. Should be difficult. I think we just make it hard, we make it difficult, or we think we're not good enough. But after today, I'm hoping no one feel that way. If you want to achieve success, you got to go out there and talk to everyone and anyone. And this is 2018, guys. We can go from zero into hero. I mean, people make $1 million in the first year. I mean, anything can be possible. But we know that we have a great opportunity here than anything else. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Let me go right here. Everyone can see my screen, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go with the first thing, okay? I mean, this is what Buddha say, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. And today is that we gotta look at the reality that what we gotta do to become successful in here. Makes sense. Follow heart one thing, but there's a lot of skills, there's a lot of sales technique, there's a lot of strategies, there's a lot of way of doing things, there's a lot of psychology behind the sales to get the job done, okay?
Yes.
Okay. First thing today we cover is presentation training. Now, There's a few 5 key points that I want to share you guys. There's few more, but I add to the list later on. But let's say the first one is before you do any presentation, first is start with your goal and your intention. So when you talk to someone about the business or even about the products, you gotta have a goal. What is it that you want to accomplish? And what's your intention, right? If you just don't have any goal and any intention, you're pretty much speaking to yourself like you're practicing. What your job to do is that what is your intention for the person in front of you? What is your intention, right? You want them to sign up. You want them to get started. You want them that this is the best solution for them. This is it for them. You want them to feel, to reassure them that every single money, every single dollar they spend will get them the result. That's the intention that we gotta have. Sounds good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, what are you looking for is the hot button. So when you talk to someone about the business, you're looking for hot button. The hot button is the action motivator, what move people, what drive people. Makes sense? Makes sense. And that's why we gotta look at what move people and what drive people and what get them into action. For example, okay, give me 1 second. I'll move a little bit ahead. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. So for example, you look for the hot button, okay? For example, right? Christina, well, last time when I get a chance to talk to Christina in 3-way, of course, Christina worked at the casino, bubbly, love people, want to help people, and just a job that she's doing that she getting paid, she's okay with it. But you know, Christina have bigger goal and dream than that. She want to help people. She meant for something more than just a casino dealership. So casino dealer, right? So what you're looking for is the hot button, what move, what drive people, right? And that's what hot button is, okay? Number 3, ask questions that move them emotionally. So when you gotta prepare a question that when you ask someone about, when let's say you talk to a prospect, a friend about a business, you want to ask them questions that move them emotionally, like the pain, what their struggle. Don't have to be their job, could be any area of their life that they want to accomplish and they couldn't do it. So what you're looking for is the hot button that brings you the emotion, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Now we know that people get started because of their emotion of accomplishing or something. They don't get started because of people make decisions based on the emotion, not factual. Makes sense? Because if we look at this, I mean, if we look at facts, this industry, everyone's to sign up. I mean, why not? I mean, this industry proving many different ways, but some people don't get started is because of the emotion, and they get started because of the emotion. So when you ask question, you got to ask emotionally. So when people don't get started, the emotion is because they heard someone say it doesn't work. So you see it, they don't bother to look what's work. They only hear things and they say that doesn't work. So that's emotion, which I agree.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Now, number 4 is you got to assume the sale. The sale is done. Any customer that you get on the phone with you, they're going to buy the products. Everybody that you met, let's say, for example, I mean, we see on Vibers that, you know, Nia and her 3 girls from Midwest, they were prospecting in Sacramento at the mall. And I think each one got a number each. So we look at this. If someone work at the minimum wage job of $10 an hour, do you think they're meant to be there to work for $10 an hour?
No.
Absolutely not, right? So then would you agree that you assume a sell that they want more in life? So you got to know that this is for them already. So you have to think like that. You're not trying to sell them anything, makes sense, because the sale's already done. You are here to help them to make decisions. You are help them to show to them that this is how they're going to get to where they want to go. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we always have to assume the sale. Whether someone who reach you out to Facebook, they reach out to you on Facebook. Hold on let me put on the group chat so that way I can see you guys. Okay, well, I'd rather do nothing. I don't want to mess with it. Okay, I'll just look at the group chat later. Okay. Okay. assume the self. Number 5 is be the solution to the problem. Okay, be solution. Okay, be the solution. So the key thing is, guys, that a lot of people tell me that I have answer to every single problem, and I do, and I teach you how to have the answer to all the problem and all the concern and all the objection. Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, great. So let's start with the first thing, okay? Intention, okay? I'm kind of talk about this earlier. Number 1 is you have an intention to build a team, okay? Anyone you talk to is that you get them to build a team. You're kind of like Facebook building a team, U.S. government build a team, church build a team. Everybody's building a team. So you got to think about, I'm here to build a team, okay? You got to be so goal-oriented that you want to build, you want to help people. Number 2 is make someone else's life for the better. Anyone you talk to about the business or the product, especially the business, that you here to make someone else's life better. You give them more than they already have. So you never have the mindset thing that you are recruit them, or you just want them to sign up, or you want a quick bonus, or not at all. We have to think long term. Everyone that come in and onto a business, whether their success happen in within a year or their success happen in the next 5-10 years, makes sense. We gotta have the feeling that we are here to make their life better. We're gonna build a new relationship. We're gonna build friendship. We're gonna get to know as many people we can. We gotta have that kind of mindset. It's not about just a quick FSB. It's not about a quick PCB. It's about building people long term and get to know people long term. If you have that kind of mindset, guys, this business is easy, it's simple, and meeting people should be easy. But if you have a mindset of recruiting and just one-time sign up, then you have fear. You look at people, you feel like, I have a wrong intention, but if you think about you trying to help someone, the intentions are right there. Sounds good?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, next one is have a goal to accomplish. Okay, you have a goal to accomplish. For example, my first week when I did the presentation, okay, so I signed up, I think I'll tell you guys a story. I signed up on Wednesday, I attend training on Friday, and I brought 3 friends on Monday, 3 friends on Monday, 3 friends get started right on the spot. Wednesday, I host a meeting at my friends. The guy get started, his name is David. His parent opened like a small little Chinese restaurant where they have a little private room that can fit like 2 round table. So we fit 23 people in there. And, I was very, very scared to do a presentation, but I know what I want to accomplish. But I was scared because I was just, my first time doing public speaking or anything. I was just really, really shy, but I'm so excited at the same time. So my first, so what I did is that, of course, I present, and I don't present just to present. I don't present just like I present without any intention or any unaccomplished. I don't present just to get by. I present with meaningful. I present that I have a goal in mind. I let them see that this is the way, this is the vehicle, this is residual income. What we learn about money is all wrong. Does it make sense? Money is you're supposed to let your money work for you. You don't work for money. And then I talk about residual income, like rich people, they get paid over and over again. Average people trade time for money. So I have that strong philosophy, and I instill in them that whatever they're doing is not going to get to where they want to go. If they want to become successful, they got to own their own business. Makes sense? The world's changing. More rich people doing their own business, and you getting a job. What are you thinking? Does that make sense, you guys?
All right.
Okay. So you have to have that kind of mindset. Okay. And lastly is you're looking for the hot button. Your intention, looking for what motivate them, what move them, what will take action. Makes sense? So that's exactly what you're looking for. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. So hot button. Okay. Hot button is that what we're looking for is a hot button. we're looking for the pain and the frustration. What's like the hot button in like the pain, the frustration, for example, okay? When I was at the presentation, and when the speaker talk about money, talk about what would you do with the money you make, right? If you're making $75,000 a month, what would you do with it? I mean, my pain, of course, my mom diamond ring. I'm afraid that when class union, I was like dead broke or just embarrassing. So the frustration, the pain, that's allowed me to get started. So you got to look for the hot button, the pain and the frustration, their goal and their dream, their action motivator, and their life purpose. Does that make sense? Do you understand? Okay. You guys still with me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Next. Okay. Next. Okay. So F stands for family. O stands for occupation. So when you do the hot button, you kind of do the format. Okay. We know that F stands for family. O stands for occupation. R stands for recreation or reason. M stands for money. A stands for auto. T stands for tax. So a lot of times that, we ask people about how the family makes sense. How's your family doing? So they will tell you about the family. If they're our friend, we already know the hot button. I mean, let's say the parent want to move or want to buy a house. And sometimes we ask them, say, oh, how's your parents? Make sense? I say, oh, my parents want to move or they want to buy their own house and they're still renting out. Say, really? I mean, how soon they want to buy the house? I mean, are you looking forward to help them? I say, sure, of course. I mean, would you like to help them? So those kind of hot button or occupation, how's your job? So a lot of times your friends or even the people in the current job, let's say you met someone at Best Buy, say, how's Best Buy treating you? And people tell you they're paying, what do they want? What do they looking for, right? R stand for recreations. You sometimes ask them, do you do anything for fun? Say, I'm too busy. What is that you love to do as your fun? So we can find the hot button through every single one of this. Or money makes sense. For example, someone work at Best Buy or even a friend and say, makes sense. Say how far or how high can you reach in your position in terms of finance? And say, oh, that's it. Makes sense. Would you like to make more? Makes sense. I say yes. Makes sense. People want to make more money. Autos. Let's say that people don't have a car or they have a car or they're paying so much for their car, right? They say, oh, they just bought a new car and Honda Accord, they pay $600 a month. So they want a car payment. So this always action motivated with tax. Especially right now, it's the next 4 months, it's tax season. So our friend or family are going to pay a lot of money on tax. So action motivate could be a tax. As people say, man, I'm paying too much to the government. I say, would you like to not pay your tax no more and get a lot more money back? They say yes. Then of course, your health solution that we present to them. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Now question, okay. So here's some of the example question I want to share with you guys about a question when you meet someone or when you doing the presentation, okay. So when you're doing the presentation, guys, I know I didn't have the PowerPoint for that. Make sure that if you're right-handed, makes sense, your guest, the prospect, sit on your left. If you're left-handed, the prospect sit on your right. Because when you right-handed, your prospect sit on your left or you present to someone on the left, they can see you visually. When you draw something, you write something. But if they sit on your right-hand side and you're right-handed, your hand covered, they can't see anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming I'm doing a presentation. Let's say she met very sharp, young man. And tell me about yourself. So I want to, number one, I'm testing him. Is he talkative? Is he not talkative? Makes sense. Then it's kind of like an open can of worm. Like from then on, it's helped me lead to many questions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. I say I'm a currently college student. I'm working. If they say I'm currently a college student, I would say, what's your major? Why did you choose that major? What moved you? What motivate you? Make sense, right? Or if someone say, oh, I'm working full time, I say, well, how long you been working at the mall full time now? They say 5-6 years. I said, wow, that's a long time. Is that your dream job? Most people gonna say no. That's why they there, right? So the key thing is that Opening question allow you to start conducting and start formulating question to lead you to where you want to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then of course, some of the question I want to make sure that I want to test their mindset, and also too is that find out what the hot button. As I say, what's money mean to you? So if David say, David, tell me what's money mean to you, right? If he say, if he telling me that money is important because of his family, because his family poor, his family condition, or money is not important to me, and then I say why? Because a lot of times people philosophy, because they listen to some else philosophy, they think money is a root of evil. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? No, I say money
Yeah.
to me is bad, it's not good. I say, then, well, tell me why make you think that way, right? Then from then on, you understand about money, right?
Yeah.
Then you educate them, say, well, David, you got money all wrong. Makes sense? Money is simply the unit of choice. The more money you have, the more choice you make. Would you like to have more choice in life? Would you like to help? Would you like to have choice that you do whatever you love to help some people, right? Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then all the question that I'm asking them makes sense. And I don't ask question. I'm ask question to get the emotion, right? I'm ask question to allow people to sell themselves to me. I'm not here to sell your help. I make sure that they sell themselves to me. Makes sense? They make sure that they tell me, please take me, please hire me, please sign me up. That's the question I want to ask. I don't ask to try to please someone. Does that make sense? You guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Someone say the love of money, the roots are evil. I mean, yes, makes sense, right? The love of money, the roots are evil. You're loving it, but you do nothing about it. It's like not good, right? Now, who motivate you to do well, right? So they're gonna say the parent or someone. Say who motivate you to do well. So then, if they say the parents, you say how come or why. So you guys see it, you are getting something out of them. You get the emotion. They say, well, my parents work really hard. They work so much that to the point where they don't see each other and they divorce. Or my parents work really hard, or say my parents work so much and they earn so little, and I want to be able to graduate from college to help them. I say, okay. So you guys see, you got some sort of hot button right there, right? That's a huge hot button, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense? Then of course, then those are the questions. Say, okay, great. And then the next question I would ask is say, if you can write your own paycheck, how much would you pay yourself, David? And so they would say $100,000 a year, right? Then you see it, you say, well, great, you're very ambitious. You know what? That's what the company looking for. I'm asking you all this action motive. I'm asking question that what drive you, what motivate you, because that's the kind of person we're looking for. Because when you have a drive and you're motivated, that's what make our company going to become a multi-billion company. It's going to be a history company. Going to be a company just like Apple. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Does it make sense to you guys? Okay. So then say then let's say, and then of course I say they said, right, I'm like, great, I'm glad you think now. Do you think I can, if let's say David major in accounting and say, well, David, do you think accounting really good? Do you think accounting major gonna pay you $100,000 a month? He say, probably not. You can count to $100,000, but I can't pay that much. Does that make sense?
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So then again, what I'm painting that picture is to make them feel like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I want to become successful. Oh my God, I'm landing on the gold mine. That feeling, they already, that feeling, like the feeling inside, like incredible, like almost like they already feel like they're going to get recognized. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the next question I will ask is, this question allow you to understand if they're shark or whale. Pretty much the money question allowed you to understand them a shark or whale at the same time. Or if David say, how much would you like? $5,000 a year. I say $5,000 a month. Say, how come, David? How come? Why would you want to make $5,000 a year? And say, because that seems a lot. Because people never have money, or they never have a job, or whatever, or they get paid very little. To them, $5,000 is a lot of money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So say, okay, I understand. Makes sense. Makes sense. Would you like to make more? Because earlier you tell me that your parents, it's motivated. You want to get a home, right? Would you want to live with them, or you want to have your own home and their home too? It's kind of a funny question. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Makes sense. Now, so here's some question that you can also ask it. What are your goal? What are your goal in life, or how soon? And then say, okay, David, what are your goal in, that you want to achieve in life? So David likes talking. See, I'm doing 20% talking. David doing 80% talking because he mainly is talking about what he wants. The more he talk, the faster the sooner he wants to sign up because he's the one who doing the presentation, not me. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Because David, he talked himself into it. That makes your job so much easier when someone just tell what they want, right? And they can't say that that's not what I want no more because that's what you want. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your goal in life, right? And then say, well, how soon do you want to achieve it? And most people say, 20 years from today, because I tell you, we've been conditioned, programmed by our parents, by our educational system, by social media, that getting rich is almost impossible. So most people going to say a long time. So how soon would you like to achieve it? They say if they say like 5 years, 3 years, okay, great. Well, those kind of goals that you want in life, most people don't achieve in lifetime. Let me ask you this: how serious are you? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And if someone say, I want to achieve this goal in 20 years, I say, would you like to achieve all your lifetime goal in 5 years from today? Of course, David life will be light up. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel if you're able to achieve your goal in 5 to 10 years, while others takes a lifetime? David would say, oh my gosh, how do you feel showing up to your class reunion that you are someone important, someone special, that you go there because you want to help them now? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, so my last question, say the emotion question still, say, how serious are you if you can work for the company that help you achieve your goal and then all your goal next 3 to 5 years? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, do you guys see all this question is not like, it's not like question. I'm just like, oh, how's your job? I say, great. Oh, how's your coworker? Makes sense like, what's their name? It's like, that's not, what's all their name? How are they single? Makes sense like, how are they? Do you like working with them? Like, why? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand? What you want to focus on is that you want to focus on David. Does that make sense? Oh, what's your favorite color? I like that Christina said, what's your favorite color? Like, don't ask that. Make sense? Ask questions that move them, that give them that sense of purpose, that sense of feeling, that sense something where they say, I really like you because you asked me a question and you listen to me. I tell you, make sense? These questions allow you to connect and allow them to listen to what they want. And I tell you, 99.9% of the time, no one asks this question and no one care about someone else's dream and goal and no one even listen to them. And you ask this kind of question and you validate them, you listen to them, you just win someone's heart. Does that make sense to everyone? Very
Yes.
good. Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna go next. Next, okay? Assume the sell, right? We know that so everyone's getting start. You sit in front of me, you're getting start. You're on the phone with me, you're getting start. Make sense? Does it make sense? Oh, you're at the mall, you look at me, you're gonna give me your number. Like that's the mentality we gotta have. Would you agree?
Agree.
Okay. The
Yep.
only issue
Yeah.
makes sense. Everyone is getting start. As soon as sell, you got no money, you are getting start. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in Texas, for example, okay, I have a few people who just few friends and few people who just have no money, period, right? But I'm assuming the sell. I tell them, I say, hey, you got to reserve your spot. You got to be on top. Based on what you tell me, I think you can do very well, and I want you to do well. You have a big dream and goal. This is something that this is the company that you need, and this is this type of person that we need in a company. Okay, so do you have $70 to reserve your spot? And you know what? People just go get the money, and I'm just treat them as if they're already in the business. And the next day I train them. They all some way somehow they all bring the cash back. Does that make sense? They all bring all the money to get started.
Nice.
Make sense? And I have this young man, okay, and he has no money. I say, who do you think that can help you? He said, my mom. I say, okay, what do you plan to talk to your mom? Do you plan to talk to your mom today? I say, yes. What do you plan to say to your mom? And he come back, he meet up with me, and he looks sad. He say, my mom won't let me. My mom say, this is not good. I should focus on school and on and on and on and on. I say, okay, do you really want to become successful? And I tell him, say, okay, you got to go home and try again. Your mom want to test you to see how much you believe in what you do. If you that sincere, you want to so bad, your mom will give to you. And he come back with a set. He come back with all the money in his pocket.
Nice.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dang.
Do you understand? You see it? People don't get started, had nothing to do with us. They can start because of their personal issue and we trying to help them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their limited belief. So you never think that anyone don't get started because they're against you, they're against your help. Not at all. Take that shit out of our mind. We got to focus on how can we help them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Right? And I have this young man in Los Angeles when I sign him, when I get him start, okay? And you know, he went home, he had no money. And I think that most people do have money, but the only way they say they don't have money because it's a way for them to put a wall so for you to leave them alone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So then say, okay, great. Well, can you, do you know anyone that can help you? And they say, well, my dad. And I asked her, say, well, I'm a test water. What do you plan to say to your dad to help you? Make sense? So of course, when he go home and say, well, dad, how long you been working your job? Blah, blah, blah. He actually went home, profiled his dad, and he realized that he he don't want to live life his dad. He come back with a jar of his piggy bank that we went to the bank, cash out together, and he has so close to the package, and he just finished up the rest.
Wow.
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 Hey.
You understand? So you know what? I knew that this company gonna change someone's life, gonna make them second chance. They with me, that's guaranteed. How long they stick with me, they're gonna do well. You have to feel that way about yourself, and you have to feel that way about the people you work with, because we're here together to accomplish something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sense? There's a story in Mexico. Okay, there's another young man. He went to the business. He saw he wanted so bad. I think his whole family was on vacation, and he was just taking care of his farm. And what he did is, taking care of farm. And I think what he did, he wanted so bad because he didn't want the farmer life. He wanted his parents to do well. I think his parents went out of town for some reason. It was a kind of story, a long story ago. And he's saying that what he did, he sold one of the cow from his parents to get started. He dig a big hole. He said the cow got sick and died. He buried the cow, but there's no cow. He got the money. He got started. He get excited. And guess what? He buy his parent a new cow. Does that make sense?
Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Right? That's kind of action motivated, the driving that we got to get out of someone, guys. Make sense? You cannot be surface. It's about them. It's about their goal, the dream, what they want.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And remind them the why. They hesitate. They remind them why. I say, Dave, remember you telling me your parents worked really, really hard, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't bought a house yet, and you want to be able to help them. How does that make you feel that one day, 3 years from today, you tell your parent that you want to go house shopping with them, right? Because you want to have a dream house, or one day you want to buy a house for them, and you want to get that blueprint you're in the head with them. Make sense? Then they say, okay, let's go this weekend. Let's go shop for the house. And you know, if you go into house shopping, sometimes the agent don't have to be there. They have a big lock on the door and a combination lock, and you just turn the combination. There's a key inside. I don't know what you guys talking about, right? Christina said, "Holy cow!" Right? Okay. So then again, so then you to get the key, you come in and say, oh yeah, this house is we welcome, and you got the key, you go inside, and guess what? There's a picture of your parent. There's a picture of your parents, your family pictures. Everything about your parents' favorite things is in the house and all decked out. Your parents say, wait, whose house is this? Why is my picture on it? And say, Mom, Dad, this is your home now. Does that make sense? How that make you feel, David?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Ooh, goosebumps.
Yes, goosebump for sure. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on the person in front of you and give them that they can do it. You know what? Their goal and their dreams so strong that the fear don't even exist. That was exact happened to me. I was wanting my mom diamond ring, my dad nice car. I was not thinking about what I'm not good at. If I'm thinking what I'm good at, forget about it today. Does that make sense? Yep. You gotta
Yeah.
paint the picture. You gotta paint the picture, right? Now, last one is ABC. Always be closing. You always be closing. When you talk to someone, you always closing mean that you inspire them. You get them to get started. You open the opportunity with them. Makes sense? You don't talk to people, talk for nonsense. When you talk to people, you inspiring them. You make their life better. You make them feel comfortable. You make them feel like when they're around you is always great. But in the business is that you always be closing. You always focus on help them get started. It's not about you. It's about them. Makes sense? Remember, most 99% of everything is just up. Now, guys, okay, 99%. Let me see if I have the next slide. Okay, now, so always be closing. You cannot just say, "Oh, this is not for me." Okay, well, thank you for coming. No, you do not say that. Okay.
Yup.
If you say,
Yes.
"Oh, this is not for you," I say, "Is it making money for you?" Right? I say, "Right? Is it helping your parents? Is that something for you?" Okay, great. Well, this is a vehicle to help your parent there. I say, well, this is not for me. I understand, David. This might be not for you, but this might be something for your parent. Would you like to do it for your parents? Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, we get back to closing a little bit now.
Yes.
Next is solution, okay? 99% of all the questions and concern is common sense, okay? We all have common sense in here, don't we?
Yep.
Now,
Yes.
let me ask you this. Any one of us in here love to touch burning fire? Please say no.
No.
Okay, if you know that you don't like to touch burning fire, you have common sense. So you are 99% of people's solution now.
Right.
Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
All common sense, right? For example, common objection. Objection is not rejection. Objections is their concern. It's not your concern. It's their concern. Their objection is mean that they have concern and they need help to be address it, so that way they help them get started. See, a lot of time we take objection as if rejection is objection. It's their personal fear and concern that they want to be able to address. Would you agree that don't you have the right to know? And would you agree that they have the right to know what they need to know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So number one, people say, "I have no time." I say, "I understand, Christina," or "I understand, David. I understand you have no time, but would you like to continue to have no time?" I say, "No." That's exactly what this business allows you to build, is that it called to leverage, the time leverage. You have friends that have a lot of time that they can do this. Okay, well, send them to me. I help them build. Let me show you. They go underneath you. Your team growing. You make money. The next thing you have time. Now, let me show you another story. Okay, or you can share a story. For example, let's say Yi Heng. It's like he was a school teacher. Makes sense. He just have no time. Period. But because he sent a good people along the way, he sent Chu Vang. He sent Sanya Vang, and now have successful business. He have all the time in the world, so he can just do what he loves. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, number two, I have no money. Well, that's the reason why we're here today, so we can all make more money, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Hello, right? Does that make sense? Make sense? And say, well, let's say if David, your friend, said, "Well, David, that's the reason why I'm talking to you. You need this twice as much as I do." It makes sense. We need to do something about our future, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Makes sense. That's exactly. Well, how long you been working your job, David? Well, time to do something. Okay. Number three, I don't think I can sell. Well, perfect. I don't want you to be good at selling. This business is not about selling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you're good at selling, teach me, because you don't need to be a sell, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Number four, I say I need to talk to my spouse, right? You know, I mean, that's pretty easy. It's like, great. Does your spouse very supportive to you? Oh, let's get started. Who care, right? I say, spouse not, right? I say, oh, your spouse not supportive. Just, oh, that's what you need to do without telling them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common sense. Would you agree all of this is really common sense?
Yep.
Okay. Lastly is you always, if anything that, let's say no time, no money, I don't think it can sell. One of the things that you can all relate to someone is feel, felt, found. The 3F, okay? Not F-U, 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 no. 3 okay? Feel, felt, found, right? I say, I have no time, or I have no money, right? I say, David, I know how you feel. I felt the same way too, until I found. Does that make sense? Right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
now, show that you understand and you can relate to them. Validate them that they are not alone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense to everyone. Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Any question regarding to this, or should I move next and then we hold question for later? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go next. Now we know that this is the tear sheet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to see the tear
Yep.
sheet? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The tear sheet is the best as it can get. I really enjoy the tear sheet presentation. Of those, I will have a PowerPoint presentation, not anytime soon, but but you're not waiting for it. The PowerPoint just another tear sheet, but just break it down to a smaller slice. That's all it is. So remember, if you can sell anything. You don't make sense. You don't need the tear sheet presentation. Don't matter. I tell you, I built a team of 60 people in Texas within 3 months with a yellow sheet of paper, notepad, and a pen, without any documentation, without nothing. I drew everything down.
Wow.
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 Do you understand? Right? Now, I tell you this, okay? One of my business mentors in the past, okay, there's a building in Irving, Texas, one of the tallest buildings in Irving, Texas. On the top floor, they have a business a room, okay, just top floor, just all business, and they have like one of the amazing buffet on the top floor, okay. So when you go in, okay, you cannot bring in your cell phone and you cannot bring your briefcase, just you. Makes sense? So sometimes I will go in there. I have business meeting because you don't have your cell phone, you don't have your laptop, you don't have a computer. It's just a sheet of paper. Makes sense? So you guys see it. That's exactly what you need to do. So don't think that you need this to become successful. If everyone follow based on the question I teach you guys earlier, you ask those questions alone, you can sell anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds good? Okay.
Mhm.
So we look at this. So I'm assuming I know there's two things that we need to talk today. So some of us in Facebook marketing, we approach on a the products, and then we trying to get them to become promoter. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of us are meeting people, or some of us are connecting with our friends and family about the business, meeting people about the business, or messaging people on Facebook about an opportunity, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it doesn't matter how your exposure is, it's come down to what your intention. So let me go with the first one. Let me go with the first one called the products approach. Okay. So if you post before and after pictures, and then someone say, "Oh my God, Christina! Oh my God, Lily! Oh my God, see, makes sense. Help me!" And then you say, "I message you, Han." Right? You know that you can help.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Then of course you get the phone number, you call them up. Your job is to get to know them, right? Well, it makes sense. Let's say Sally. Hi, Sally. Makes sense. It was nice talking to you, right? Makes sense. Say, well, hi, Sally. You know, can you tell me a little bit more? My name is C. Really nice talking to you. I have roughly about 45 minutes to spend time with you right now. You always have to set an urgency in that time. You cannot say, I have about the whole day talking to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to have a good 45 minutes to spend time with you right now. I have a few clients waiting for me. So let's get started. Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Sally, right? So for me to understand who you are, how you are, and how can I help you? Because every single person, all my clients become my friend, and I want to build that type of friendship here to help you along the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Always make friends with people. And then, of course, Sally will talk about herself. And then, of course, what you do right now, you say, well, Sally, how much weight do you want to lose, right? I mean, some of the common question you guys already know, right? And then you say, well, Sally, makes sense. Tell me, were you always being a big girls, or when is changed? How do you gain all those weight? All right. Then people can tell you about their problem, their emotion. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Whether money,
Yep.
marriage, more money, marriage, their job, whatever that is. And they say, well, Sally, have you been trying to lose weight before? I did. Why did you gain all back? Makes sense. What you think is it continue gaining weight? And then people tell them, well, tell me more about your job, Sally. You see, I want to, because I tell you, 99.9% of people hate their job. If they say they love it, because it's just the ego. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Sally say, well, Sally, tell me about your job, because diet is one thing, but your lifestyle, everything you do is another thing. Diet is only 20%. But if you're in a stressful job or in a stressful environment, it can cause a lot of health issues like cancer, digestions, tumors, and a lot of the health problems that are going to affect you. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that if you're stressed out, all those symptoms can happen to you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So now you guys, what you guys just do? You just scare the shit out of Sally.
Yeah.
Right? So then Sally said, must be my job. I said, well, Sally, we said, what, Sally, how long you been working your job? Sally, can you tell me, what are your goals and your dream in life? Do you guys see I just leaned to the business now?
Yeah.
Sally, how long been your job? 5 years. Well, Sally, tell me about this, okay? What are your goals and your dream in life? Make sense? And Sally will tell you. I say, great, Sally. Well, Sally, you deserve so much more. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Well, Sally, make sense? Make sense. Then Sally tell the dream and go say, well, Sally, make sense? With the products, for sure, you will achieve your health goal. Make sense? But if you're stuck in the same job environment, would you agree that you'll be unhappy, right? And gain the weight back?
Yeah.
Well, Sally, would you like to do something?
Yes.
Would you like to help people, Sally? Everyone's going to say, no, I hate people. No one's going to say that, right? Would you like to help people, Sally? Make sense, educate them and help them help them to get out of that situation. Like you said, yes. Well, I'd love to tell you more about it. Makes sense, right? You guys see it? It's already done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does that make sense, you guys? Is that smooth or what?
Yeah.
Very.
Smooth like butter, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Now we're not eating butter. Okay. No. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then if not their job, Sally say, well, I'm a stay-home mom. Well, tell me how your day like. I'm babysitting kid all day long. My husband go to work. I'm taking care of this, whatever. You see, she in a stressful environment. Well, Sally, makes sense. Like, what are your dream and goal before you become a housewife, Sally? Does that make sense? Right?
Yeah. True.
Ask it, right? And you're gonna see it. If you ask that question, done deal.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now the second part. So, am I clear with that section? So you guys know what to do now, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Have a good intention. The second part is, of course, you approach someone about the business. So based on the question you follow, it's pretty easy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So here's a flip chart, and I'm flipping somewhere else. Okay, I'm back. Okay, here we go. Oh, here is the tear sheet. So you guys see, now let's say you present to Sally, you present to someone, all right? Then of course I'm assuming Sally gonna start in her own business now because she want to do something, get out of her job. Well, Sally, we look at the first three things. Hold on, let me move the screen out of the way. Okay, so business made it simple, right? Let's say Sally, makes sense. Name the top three things. And well, Sally, earlier you tell me a little bit about your dream, your goal, right? So your first goal. So sometimes if they tell you already, you just remind them. Okay.
Yes.
Well, Sally earlier tell me your dream is to have financial freedom, time freedom, travel. Correct? Makes sense. And that's something that you want to be able to accomplish as soon as you can, so you can live your stressful life and do what you love, right, Sally? That makes sense?
Yes.
Well, Sally, here we go, okay? Now, so you see it, we've never been educated about money. So we never learn about money. In your health is that we educate you about how to make money and how to become successful. We look for someone who have driven, someone have goal, dream, and accomplish want to achieve. That's going to make your health going to be a company that's bigger than Apple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. So you can share like based on the cash flow quadrant. This is the author called named Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the book, is one of the best-selling book in all time. It's like the second read book in the whole entire world, second to the Bible. He said that employee, we all do. That's where we start. You have a job and you just work. You train the time for money. He says self-employee is no different as you spend all your money to buy yourself a job. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
When it makes sense, what you gotta do is that you gotta move to the right hand side. You gotta be a business owner and you gotta be an investor. What your health allow you to do is that your health allow you to own your own business and allow you to invest into your future. Does that make sense? Did I just say that?
Yes.
Yep.
That makes sense, right? See, your health right now is been the beginning. Makes sense. We're in the concentration part. We were Apple just launched the first iPod. So in the next 5 years, the company going to be a multi-billion company, and you want to be able to be part of the history in the making, right, Sally? And I want to help you to get there. Okay?
Yep.
Makes sense?
Yes.
And we look at the biggest industry today, Sally, and that's the reason why you reach me on Facebook and and not just you, but the whole global world. Makes sense. Two of the biggest industry of all time today. But yeah, we might think about technology, but it's not really. It's the silent killer. It's health and a personal care. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? Now, what you have so unique. Now, this part I want to share you how you lose weight, but the most important thing, how can we help someone? Does it make sense? You guys see that for them? And they got to think about
Yes.
something else. I make
Yes.
sure that they think about money now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So see, your health will have health 360. It's called inside out, outside in. You got to take what inside and you got to take what outside. Why you think we wear makeup for a reason, right? Does it make sense? Would you agree?
Yep.
Right. Well, first start with the health inside out. We never know what's going inside. We never know what's inside our stomach. If we can have a camera and take a look what's in there, it would be really, really scary, right? So what your health is at, the first approach with your health inside out is we have the 4-step system. Makes sense? This 4-step system, no one in the world have what we have today. Makes sense? Because it's work for every single body type. People try all kind of diet and everything and don't realize that nothing works for them because they don't have this 4-step system. The
Right.
first one called activate. Makes sense? Activate. Makes sense? If your body been shut down, stay still, not move. If you eat a piece of ice, you still gain weight, then what's the point? Try everything else.
Right.
Right? So the first step is called activate. Makes sense? See, your body needs to start functioning again. It's like starting a car. Your car been parked so long, get rusty, no battery, nothing work. So with your health system is that first is turn on your engine and let's start your body working again. Makes sense? Get your metabolism to move fast. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
The second step is to cleanse, to clean out all the years, all the bad thing we accumulate, all the the toxin we put into our body without even realize it. Makes sense? I mean, think about it. If they're trying to make your lettuce last for a month in the grocery store, how long do you think it will last in your stomach? Does it make sense?
Yes. True.
Right? So we can clean it out. So a lot of times people lose like 5 to 10 pounds in the first week. It's not because they lost any weight, Sally. They lost what's inside. Does that make sense? It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? And this is where colon cancer has happened. This is where stomach cancer has happened. And we don't want any of that issue, right? Would you agree, Sally?
Yep.
You see it? Did I just scare Sally?
It sure
Yeah.
did. Yes.
Sure did. Okay, now she had to buy now, right? Number 3 is alkaline. Your body needs to be put back into balance again. We got to get rid of everything, make sure your body feel good, make sense, have all the energy you need. You're gonna feel like feather, light and flow and feel good, right? Like Sally, let's say, can you stand on one leg all day, Sally? No, it's hard, right? It's heavy, right? It's tired, right? It's you give up, but makes sense. So what alkaline is that it keep, because the first step, it keeps your body moving. The second step is cleaning. The third step is alkaline, is make sure your body in balance. I mean, if your body is moving just like a bicycle, if your bicycle stop, you fall sideways. If your bicycle moving, you will never fall. It's called balance. It's called alkaline. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Number 4 is nerves. After this 4-step system, after the first 3 steps, Sally, the 4th step is for you to take care of your health for the rest of your life. Can you promise me that? You see that? Sally better promise you she's gonna auto ship every month now, right?
That's right.
Ah.
So you're gonna send Sally after the 3 steps. Can you promise me that you're gonna take care of yourself for the rest of your life? Can you do that for your family, for your children, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right? It makes sense?
Yep.
So now you see Sally, how do friend you know that struggle with this, right? Or makes sense. Now Sally, see the 4th step is the most important part. And that's where your financial future depends on, Sally, because when someone takes care of their health and their well-being for the rest of their life, you get residual income like electric. When someone have this product come into their house every single month, it's like residual. It's like Beyonce selling her CDs. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. See, I don't just share the 4-step system to Sally, but I actually share her how to make money too. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to go back. I pressed something button. Okay. Next step, of course, is called the Health 360, not Health Outside In, Sally. Makes sense? Now, Sally, you talk about your health is that we search the world. Makes sense? We spend years of study, research of all the organic farm all around the world. Makes sense? And you can see each one of our oils is different part of the world, different part of the country. We look for a farmer who just appreciate plant and life. So what essential oil does is that, makes sense, is the best form of gift from Mother Nature. It gives us all the healing power that we need, because each plant, every single thing, Mother Nature designed everything perfect, because every single plant have its way to heal and to protect. So what your health does, that we extract the lifeblood of the plant that have all the healing property, allow you to use it to use it for your everyday use. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Simple as that. From energy to better skin, right? From energy to better skin, to detox, to to purify, to clean, to clean, to do everything. Does that make sense, you guys? Just like that,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
then of course, lastly, you talk about bare living. Makes sense, and your health makes sense. And there's no such things. I mean, having organics shampoo condition is the hardest thing that what we have to come up with, but we have the best bare living product, which is, that's what I call Live Bare. Is allow you to put the most organics products into your hair, into your skin, because you put chemical, which you create, your skin will also suck it back in, right?
Yeah.
So pretty simple, makes sense. But I'm kind of briefly going through that, because the most important thing is that what Sally looking for is the weight and the solution, because that's not what we should look at. But then again, you gotta promote like crazy. But I think everyone, if someone got hair, they should using bare living, which I agree.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? So if
Yep.
anyone got hair, they should use bare living. If you got one strain of hair, save it. Use bare living. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got laughing. Wait until it's long enough, you can make a bow out. I mean, you can make a buns out of it. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Damn. Okay. Let's go next. Oh no, where's my last slide? Okay, I found it. Hold on. I have a slide, 2 slides, the same one. Okay. Let me share you guys something else. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Can you
Yep.
guys see this? Can you guys see this tear sheet?
We just see the PowerPoint.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that. I only see the tear sheet and the PowerPoint. Tear sheet and PowerPoint.
Tear sheet and PowerPoint. Okay, let me reshare again. Can you guys see this now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So the next page is pretty much how to become promoter, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, here goes. Like I said, so Sally, this is how you get started with the company. Okay. This, I mean, whether you want to use the products only, or makes sense. Oh, remember you're telling me, makes sense. These are the set depend on how much weight you want to lose, and also this is the makes sense, and also this how, and also it's a set that you can make earn money at the same time. Remember you're telling me that you want to make more money and want to leave your job. Well, this is where I want to share with you how you can continue to earn some part-time money to full-time money to get to your dream. Okay.
Yes.
Right. The first step is the movement promoter. It's kind of like the best body. Makes sense. We need to change that, the best body, because people think like, oh, I'm going to look my best now. No, hell no. Right. It's not enough products. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
this is the movement promoter. $500 makes sense. $539. Okay. Plus tax and plus $50 membership. Okay. This membership, Sally, is kind of like Costco. Allow you to get the wholesale price, allow you to get the wholesale price for the rest of your life, and allow you to start to, of course, to register you, so that way that you can start to earn a business. Does that make sense? Kind of like that. Okay. Number two is an entrepreneur set. And this entrepreneur set, Sally, this is something that you need. Okay. This is kind of like the starting set for you. I mean, if finance permits you, I mean, if you tighten money, this is the starting set for you, because it's like you can earn free membership, free shipping, and everything free. Because we know that when you start an entrepreneur, makes sense, you're gonna be the shaker and the maker for a company, and the company do everything to support you to do well in here. Sounds good? Okay. The third set is complete movement, Sally. You're telling me that you need to lose 30 pounds. Makes sense? So this is the perfect set for you. Makes sense? If money is not an issue for you, makes sense. If health is important to you, if you want to really want to have that huge transformation, show the world that how crazy the result that you get, this is the set for you. Now, number one is that you get free shipping, you get free membership. But Sally, remember, Sally, we have a luxury car bonus program with company. The company will reserve this luxury car bonus for you for the rest of your life. Now, Sally, imagine that you can drive a brand new car every 2 to 3 years and without to worry about payment no more. Would that give you a peace of mind? Would that you feel good that you have a nice car that you never have to worry breakdown no more? Right?
Right.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, there you go. And then you say, okay, Sally, this how you can make money. Okay, this how you can make money part time. Okay, so number one, so this is you, right? See, the company don't advertise. We don't advertise. We don't radio, TV, internet. We don't do none of that, because we make sure that we have the best product. Why would we buy Kim Kardashian millions of dollars? Doing something, the company rather pay you go out there, tell your friend and family, and that's more truthful. And we make sure that we have the best products, because if we pay celebrity, then the product wouldn't be good. So if we don't pay any celebrity, then we have the best products, and the company proper share with you, because you're the one who bring in the customer and the business. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now, Sally, do you know 3 friends, right? Who want to make money and say, who want to who want to drive a nice car, or who want to have tax breaks, who want more in life. You see it? Now you become a promoter, a rising star. You're making an average about $400 a month. The next step is this, okay? You want to get into your luxury car bonus program. It's called Emerald. So your 3 friends going to share 3 friends, okay? Your 3 friends will tell 3 friends, just like what you did earlier. Now, guess what, Sally? You just become Emerald rank in a company. You're going to achieve a luxury car bonus program makes sense that pay you $600 month after month after month. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to really talk about the money, okay? The next step is now, you don't want to be the only one who drive a nice car. So let's help your 3 friends achieve the luxury car bonus program. You just advance to diamond rank. Now, Sally, you just make $48,000 extra a year. Would that help you out a lot? Would that just like, you know what? I can just drop my job. I can pursue my dream and goal, or I can still work. I can work part-time my job so I can make a little bit, so continue to make more money. Whichever you choose, the choice is yours, Sally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And the next step, Sally, is this, okay? What you want to do is that you, together with your team, with your 3 friends, help more people in your team to achieve the luxury car bonus program. And you're going to post and share to the world that this is what you do for other people life. Guess what, Sally? You just achieved a blue diamond rank. You just made $90,000 a month, and this can happen within a year period of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And of course, the next step, Sally, is pretty much giving. So you see, if you can just helping your team to achieve the luxury car bonus, the next rank, it just come along. I mean, money become like bypass products now, Sally. It makes sense. Money become in the beginning, we need money so we don't have to work no more, do what we love. But when you have the money like Blue Diamond, everything else is just a bypass product. So the next rank is that just help more and more people achieve the luxury car bonus or the dream, the goal, what they desire for. You rank a white diamond. Now you just made $156,000 a year on average, Sally. How'd that make you feel? Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, lastly, of course, white diamond, I tell you, is a bypass product. Makes sense? Money, now you can do what you love. You can share to the world, help the people that want to help. 3-star white diamond, help your 3 friends achieve their ultimate dream goal. Become a white diamond. Now you become 3-star white diamond. You just made $500,000 a year. You're no different than a top CEO in this country. You see, Sally, you can accomplish in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next, I want to share you is the power residual income. Okay. This is the true money. This is money working for you. This is what the secret rich people. This is what your boss don't tell you. This is what everyone don't tell us. Make sense? So let's say this: you have 5,000 people in your team who get 3 customer. Let's say they get 1 customer a year. In the next 3 years, 3 customer, right? So 5,000. You guys know that we are here at the 2,000 level. We miss 1 more level down. So we need to add this on, but let's go with this for now, okay?
Yeah.
So now you have 15,000 customers, Sally, who just spend $100 a month, and you know $100 a month mean nothing. You might say a lot, but trust me, when you use the product, you will fall in love with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So 15,000 customers spend $100 a month, right? And that's $1.5 million a month. The company share you a 5% override on top of all the customer. Now you only got 3 customers, but your team will get 3, who get 3, who get 3. When it starts with you, it's always linked back to you no matter what. That's the beautiful about this business. Sally, is almost like pays forward. You tell someone who tells someone who tells someone, you can't stop them. So 5% override is $75,000 a month. What would you do with $75,000 a month, Sally? Would that make your dream come true? Would that do what you love now, Sally? Would that serve your life purpose? Would that give you more choice in life, Sally? Of course, the answer is yes, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And I keep on remind Sally, go and dream, right? So Sally, let's say that 50% of this come true. Let's say you show up to your job 50% of the time. Can you still keep your job? The answer is no. But 50% of this come true, you still make $37,050, $500, right?
Yep.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Still a lot of money. You can still live in a beautiful home, you know, eat out every single day, do whatever you love, right? So we follow this concept of one of the richest men in the world. And you know, successful people, they always give us hints, but we never took it because we don't stand. We never learn it. This is Mr. J. Paul Getty. He's the first according billionaire in America, okay? He say, I would rather have 1% of 100 people effort than my 100% alone. Does that make sense? right?
Yes.
In a job, you work
Yeah.
hard by yourself, but in a business, everyone is working with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, Sally, do you see how you can lose the weight and make money and leave your stressful job and do what you love now, Sally? You see, I just remind her weight and remind her job, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Sally, let me help you get started. That's it.
Wow.
What you got thinking?
Sign me up.
Simple.
How hard? It's very, very simple, guys. It's not hard, right?
Right.
Yep.
The whole time I was focused on Sally, not about me. I'm not trying to be zen to impress Sally. I'm not trying to sound good. I was all focused on her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, do you guys have any questions for me? Okay, guys, I only have another 5 minutes. I'm going to be on a call with Mr. You can hear that texting. I'm actually replying back to Miss Sophia Wong. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If not, I know that Miss Bradman Vang, she can answer all the questions that you guys need. So nothing to worry about. Or I can get back on a call again to answer all you guys' questions. But Carl and Bright was be able to cover everything for you guys. Okay.
All right.
So I have 5 minutes. Does anyone have any questions? I think it's pretty much answer everyone's question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ball.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you record it, Bright?
I think Ka did.
I did.
Okay, great.
Christina said, "What's your favorite color?"
My favorite color is navy blue. And you know, if I know Brian and Carl and Sean, they see me here in Sacramento a lot, they know that I wear a lot of navy blue, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes, my favorite color is dark chocolate for sure too. You know what Nia gave me for Christmas? She gave me a big box of 24 bar of dark chocolate Kit Kat.
Yum.
Yes, I'll share you guys tomorrow. But other than that, team, I'm gonna leave now. But you guys stay on, do what you need to do. If Bright, if you need me to get back on another day, another time, let me know. But other than that, you guys stay on and just do what you need to do. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bro.
Bye.
Thank you.
So for whoever's that's on, we would definitely contact those that we work closely with, and then we can give you any updates, or if you guys have any questions, we can help you guys answer from there. Okay? All right. You guys all have a good night. And by the way, don't forget we do have speaker training in about 15 minutes. So if you want to get better at speaking, have the ability to speak, the ability to share your story and your passion, this is the best time for you to get better at it. We're going to be also the one that are doing well in business, or the one they're able to share their story the right way to get people to start up with them. We'll also be correcting you and giving you advice and tips on how you can better your story. Okay, so everybody, you guys have a good night. See you guys on Zoom later for training. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.